Hi everybody, welcome to Shell Lectures. So today we'll be dealing with assertive sentences. So direct speech and indirect speech again. We'll be changing assertive sentences for simple present, simple past and simple future tenses from direct speech to indirect speech in this video. It's very easy, just we can get into this topic. Before that, if you are not familiar with the rules of what we are going to do right now, you can just refer to my previous video on the same playlist, direct speech and indirect speech, to know all the rules of direct speech and indirect speech, and then if you come to this video, you will feel better, because without learning rules, learning this is of no use. You can learn, but it will be more difficult to comprehend than if you read those rules and come back. It will be easy. Okay, so you can just go through those rules and come back. So assertive sentences, simple present, simple past and simple future we are going to deal with in this video. So let me write a sentence first. Ram said to Raj, I am busy now. So Ram said to Raj, I am busy now. So as soon as a sentence like this is given, what must you do? All of a sudden, you have to check the sentence which is inside the quotation mark. So what is the sentence which is given inside the quotation mark? I am busy now. Is it a question? Or is it an imperative sentence which speaks about order, suggestion, command, advice or request? Or is it an exclamatory sentence? Neither of them, right? So it's just a statement. So it's an assertive sentence. Immediately, as soon as you know that it's an assertive sentence, get it to the table, the first row. What did we learn there? The subject remains the same, and then we write the reporting verb, which is if it's said, then said. If it's said to, then told. And then we have the conjunction that. Conjunction is very important for all the sentences. That, and then present tense changes into past, and past changes into past perfect, right? And then we have pronoun change. Okay, who is speaking those words? To that person, the pronoun will get pertinent, right? So Ram said to Raj, comma, inverted comma, I am busy now. So shall we change this into indirect? Come on. So the first thing is subject, right? The first column which we have talked about is the subject, which remains the same. As it's given in the question, you can write the subject. That's an easy job. And then you have to write the reporting verb, which remains as said if said is given in the question, or if it's said to, then you have to change it into told, right? So here we have been given with said to. So I have to write told to, right? No, it's just told. Okay, you should not write to again. After the words like told, asked, ordered, commanded, you cannot write the word to. So Ram told Raj. So this part is over, right? So what did we write next? Conjunction. Very important. So Ram told Raj that. That is the conjunction which is meant for assertive sentences. So Ram told Raj that. Now you can leave this part and get into the broader part. Remember that the tenses will get changed. To present will change into past, and past will change into past perfect, and the pronoun change, right? So here we have a pronoun I which speaks about Ram, right? Ram only spoke those words. So the word I pertains to Ram. So I had to change the pronoun as it relates to Ram. So Ram is a male, so I can change it as he. So Ram told Raj that he. So pronoun change is over. Now come back to the tense, right? Present tense changes into past tense, and past tense changes into past perfect. Okay, you can just even dance at home to just remember this order. Okay, some kind of grammar rules can only be learned by telling them again and again, as you do with maths formulae. So I am busy now. So the next thing is present, past, past perfect. And it's a present tense singular be verb, right? Remember that it's a present tense verb, it's singular be verb, which is predominantly meant for the subject I. Okay, so am, it's in present tense, so when it changes into past tense, it will also take the singular past tense be verb. What is that? Singular past tense be verb. It's was. Very good. So he was. Okay, we have changed that, and then we have to write busy. He was busy, and then words like now will change into then. Yesterday will change into the previous day or the day before. Tomorrow will change into the following day or the day after. Okay, such changes also we have learned. So here we have a word that is now. So when you change it into indirect speech, it changes into then. And it's not very compulsory that words like these must always be specified in the question. It's optional. Or if they specify those words in the question, it's compulsory to change those words as per we have learned in the rules video. Okay, so this is what Ram told Raj that he was busy then. So this is the answer for this question. Now let's do it with past tense. So here we have a sentence. Anu said, comma, inverted comma, he was very studious. And we have to place the full stop and then the double quote. Don't write double quote and then the full stop. So Anu said, comma, inverted comma, he was very studious. So here it's you have to get into the sentence which is given inside the quotation mark. What is that? Is it a question? No. Is it an imperative sentence? Or I can put in other words like, is it an order or suggestion or command or advice or request? No, right? So it's not an exclamatory sentence rather. So it's definitely a normal statement. So it comes under the category of assertive sentence. So as soon as I hear the word assertive sentence, I should bring that row into my mind. So first of all, you should write the subject, and then you have to write the reporting verb, and then you have to write the conjunction, and then the broader part, right? So let me write the subject as it is given in the question, Anu. And then we have the reporting verb for assertive sentence. The reporting verb is said if said is given in the question, told if said to is given in the question. Here we have only said. There is no receiver. Though there is a receiver, the receiver is not being mentioned in this sentence. So we can just write said. So reporting verb part is over. Now what is the next? Conjunction. Very important part which a lot of people happen to miss. So Anu said, then I have to write the conjunction which is that for assertive sentences. So Anu said that. So this part is over now. You can just get into the broader part which speaks about the tense change and the pronoun change and the words like now, yesterday, tomorrow, those words change. So here we have been given with a sentence. So first we have to change the pronoun. So here there is a confusion. Actually, Anu spoke, but she did not say, I was very studious. She didn't speak about herself. Okay, Anu is speaking about some kind of a third person. So in your answer also, the third person should be again written as a third person. Okay, you cannot change that into some other pronoun. He was very studious. She is just speaking about someone else, a father person. Right, she is speaking about a third person who will remind the same third person in the answer also. Anu said that we don't know who he is, right? So we have to write the same word. Anu said that he. Okay, so our pronoun part is over, and then we have to change the tense, right? Present tense will change into past tense and past tense will change into past perfect tense. So as I told you earlier, there is a rhyme which must be memorized. Some of you might have memorized if you had seen my earlier videos, and some of you might have not, so I will repeat it. Is, was, had been, are, were, had been. Okay, so is in present tense, was in past tense, and had been in past perfect. We know that for direct to indirect speech, in indirect speech we can only, we have to change the tense. From present tense it must be changed into past, and from past it must be changed into past perfect, right? But if be verbs like these are given, is changes into was, am also, is or am. You can have it like is, am, was, had been, are, were, had been. Is, am, was, had been, are, were, had been. So here we have was, is, was, had been, right? So past tense must be changed into past perfect. So I have to write had been here. Instead of was, I have to write had been. And then you can write the rest of the sentence as it is. Very studious. So what is the answer? Anu said that he had been very studious. We don't even know who that he is. Okay, if you knew who it is, then you would have written the name of the person, but we don't even know who he is. So the third person, as it's treated in the question, must also be treated the same in the answer. So now let's go with future. So I said to my friend, comma, inverted comma, I'll definitely pass the exam. So this is the sentence which I've been given with. So I said to my friend, comma, inverted comma, I'll definitely pass the exam. So you have to look at the sentence which is inside the quotation mark. I will definitely pass the exam. Does it speak about any question, or does it raise any question, or is it speaking about any kind of an order or suggestion or command or advice or request? No. Is it an exclamatory sentence? No. So it's just a statement, right? So it's an assertive sentence. So immediately bring the assertive sentence thing into your mind. First thing is subject, and then you have to write the reporting verb, said, said to, told. And then you have conjunction that, and then tense change, pronoun change, and the words change. So here we have I, so let me write it as I, and we have said to. If it's said, I can write it as said. If it's said to, I have to change it into told. So I told, then you have to write my friend. Always remember, after told, to never comes. So I told my friend, and then I tried the conjunction which is predominantly meant for assertive sentences, and that is that. So I told my friend that. So now let's get into the broader part, that is tense change and pronoun change. So here I will, right? So who does this word refer to? It's the same I, right? So I can simply write I, because I have not written any name here. It's I. So I can write it as I told my friend that I. So this is future tense, right? So here also, here you may get the confusion. You only spoke about present, past, past perfect. What about these kind of sentences? So even the modal verbs, okay, we know all the modal verbs. If we don't, if any of you happen not to know, it's like there are only 12 which we can learn it like a rhyme. Can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, ought to, need to, dare to, must. Okay, can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, ought to, need to, dare to, must. Let me write that. Can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, ought to, need to, dare to, must. So these are the modal verbs which if appear in direct speech sentences will just be converted into their past tense. If you get can, you have to change it into could. If you get may, you have to change it into might. If you get shall, you have to change it into could. If you get will, you have to change it into would. So here we have will, right? It's a modal verb, so it must be changed into would. Okay, so I would definitely pass the exam. There is no change there because we don't have words like now, yesterday or tomorrow. Such words are not present here. So I can just write the same rest of the sentence as it is. So I told my friend that I would definitely pass the exam. So that's it for today. I hope you would have gotten a small knowledge about the conversion of sentence from direct speech to indirect speech as far as the assertive sentences in present tense, past tense and future tense are concerned. I will be uploading a lot of other videos on the same grammar section. So subscribe to my channel if you have not done so far to know all the latest updates. Like and share this video to whomever you know. Thank you.